Come see with the makeup nurse. Come and take a seat with the makeup nurse. Trust me, it's the makeup nurse. Beautiful things with the makeup nurse. It's the makeup nurse. Yeah, it's the makeup nurse. Come see.
Let's make some bows. So what I'll do is I do 7 by 22 wide. This will be in baby head wrap. So I'll cut right here. So after doing that, it looks like this. The whole thing was 2 yards. So what I'll do is cut this trim right off, and then I'll cut this to the 22. Okay, so it looks like this. It's at the 22. I did a little over 22, but so now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take this and I'm going to fold it this way, inside out, and I'm going to sew along right here, the edge. So I'm going to write down the line all the way down until I'm all the way down at the end, and I'm going to put this at a 5, and the 5 is this zigzag, which allows it to stretch. Lucky for you guys, I ran out of bobbin thread, so I'm going to rethread it real quick. And what you do is you put it through the little hole right there, and you take it and you wrap it around twice, and then I just flip this over this way, and then I just step on my little footstool. And I just wait until there's as much as I want on there, which I do quite a bit. So I'll do this for about a couple more seconds, and then I just cut this little piece off right there. And then I also just cut right there so it stops it, flip it back, pull it off, and then I put it right back in there, and I rethread it like that. Right there, and it cuts that off, and then I take this and I put it right back in there, and I'm good to go, and I'm good to start this again. And then I take this and I re-thread it in all the way down, up, have it catch, and then I have to put the thread through the needle, and it should look like that, and I can finish this up. So sometimes when you're doing it, it'll do that. So that means I have to cut the seam with a seam cutter. But sometimes I can just pull it apart like that. All the way down. See, it's just all the way down. Now that that is all fixed up, I make sure there's no extra little threads, like right there. Get that out of there. This is the thread that was in there. I just toss that out, put it in my little scrap pile right there, and then I put it back in. Okay, so once it's done right like that, all the way done, I just snip it right there. And you'll see all this. Yes, there is this, and I'll just trim that all the way as close as possible. I'll just trim all that off. Now that I did that, I trimmed it as close as possible. I am going to flip it inside out so it starts to look like a sock, like that. And I just pull it all the way through. Now that we got that, it's just a strip. And I'm going to make sure the seam is in the middle. And then I'm going to fold just a little bit inside and tuck it in. Tuck it in like that, make sure it's even. And I'm going to put it in right there. And I'm going to make sure, I'm going to turn this down back to a 0, just a straight line. And then I'm going to back stitch so it closes the stitch just a couple times, and then I can go ahead and then I'm going to back stitch again so it closes the stitch there, and then I'm pull it out and clip. And any extra little threads I will clip off to make sure that they are not noticeable. And I did it on both sides, so they're both closed up. Okay, since I did that, I'm going to take my baby, because that's my baby size, and I'm going to put it in the, try and center it as much as possible. So I'm going to fold it in half like that, tie it like that, tie it not too tight, but tight enough. Going to take this and tuck it underneath. So basically tying another knot. Tie it like that. It's going to look like that and not the prettiest. So I'm going to take the middle and just adjust it to my liking. And it's going to look like that. And it's going to look like this when I take it off of the board. I'm going to put a little bit of hot glue behind there and on this side so they kind of stick and they don't come undone. And I'm going to, and that's it.